Yo, what's up Epic Brawl Stars gamers? Welcome back to a brand new video. I'm very excited about today's video because me and my team, PSG Esports, we qualified for phase 2 of the World Cup. So obviously that's gonna be super exciting to play against the 7 other teams that will qualify for Europe. And yeah, inside today's video, we'll just be taking a look at the games inside of the qualifier. A little spoiler alert, obviously, you know, we won the games and we only dropped 3 sets in the entire tournament, and that was over 800 teams. The format was a single elimination bracket, so you played one game, and then basically half of the teams were eliminated until there was only one team left. So actually, we didn't even have to win. It was only the top 2 teams that were actually qualify for phase 2. So right now, we know that PSG Esports, and on my team, I have Some Bentley, Twisty Twig, Skyrix. So yeah, very solid team, and then the other team that qualify is Nova Esport, and also really good players. So we dropped 3 sets in the tournament today, and that's why we'll be taking a look at the 2 matches where we lost 2 sets, because that's the games I think is the most interesting, and that's the games I think we can learn the most from. So it will be a little bit different because I'll be voicing over most of the video. We'll just be looking at the replays from the stream. There will also be a link in the description to the live stream if you want to go watch it yourself with the commentators. And yeah, then I'll just be voicing over, telling what we were talking about and what was happening and why we decided some stuffs and what we could have done better. So yeah, let's jump right into the games. Okay guys, so the first map, it was Safe Zone. And you can see right here the map on the screen, and we're going up against another great team. They're not contracted. It's Guard, Casey, and Cursed. I'm not sure if you know them, and we actually have very different combos, and we have decided to go with all 3 of the brawlers we use. They have the second star power, and it's Bibi, Bull, and Piper. And why we choose Piper on Heist, I think it's pretty weird, but when Skyrix hit the save, he will get a shot back, and it will just go like a completely sniper. And you can see on this map it's just very open, so that's why it's really good. And of course Bibi, with her extra movement speed, can juke very easily and also knock people back, so that I can really get onto the side of the wall where we also are going to have a really hard time to get. So a really good push. Twisty here also got a super, so he's able to push up back again. And when you're like, the best defense for Heist is going to be offense. So you can see Twisty just staying up, staying alive. That keeps Curse down. Curse being down, that gives me an opportunity to walk up as well. And yeah, like right here, it's just game already, and I think that was a really fast game actually, and I don't think their combo was that great, so always really good to start out. So about the format, it's going to be best of 5 sets, and each set will be best of 3. So I'm just gonna... Okay, so for the next game, you can see we're going with the same combo because we are very comfortable with the same combo. And they are going with a similar combo, just with Poco instead of Piper. So definitely Poco is very interesting pick, especially with the new star power. But you can see just how they changed up their combo completely after watching us. That's one of the things you can do this tournament. And I mean, I like it, so that even if you lose one game, you still have the ability to come back. So this time not a very good beginning for us, but for them to have Poco, he's just not gonna deal a lot of damage. So you can see, even though he is on our save, you can see just me and Bull being up, we are going to deal a lot more damage than Poco and Bibi being up. Even though we have Piper and Piper really can't defense, you can see we're still just able to deal so much more damage than them. And Skyrix even just jumping up right here. Yeah, Bull, he did do a really well job on defense, but certainly much closer this game. But yeah, you can see when it's so low, Twisty going in. Poco, the same as Piper, not that great at defense. So I think a very solid comp for Heist. Of course, for these kind of games, preparing is one of the most important things. So let's jump to the next set. Okay, so for the next set, we're playing on Siege. And again, I practiced a lot of Bibi for this tournament, but actually Skyrix going in with Bibi because I've always played a lot of Bull. But yeah, you'll see us going with a lot of the same brawls across different game modes, I feel like. Just because, you know, Bibi's star power is just very great with the extra movement speed. Barley can deal a lot of damage, and that's why we picked him here for Siege. and you can see, yeah, we are able to get the first robot, and the first robot is just so important. If you get the first robot, either you will get the second robot as well, and if they get the second robot, let's say you don't get the second robot, then you will have so many balls for the last robot, and let's say you get 2, then you're gonna be able to like finish it most likely, since with this combo you can just deal so much damage. So you can see this time we were able to beat it right away, because this combo just can deal so much damage if all 3 players stay alive for the push. So let's just jump into the next match already. Okay, so jumping into the next siege map. Yeah, they're just playing with Spike and Tech. So both low health brawlers, they're not really gonna be able to get that many cubes, but they're trying to go for a counter comp against us. So instantly we know Bali is good against Spike, so we say, okay, Twisty, go against the Spike. Unfortunately though, they're able to get here the first robot, so that's really unfortunate. But with this combo as well, like one thing is we're able to deal a lot of damage to the safe if we get the robot. Also, if we go directly for that robot, we are able to take it out fast as well. So I don't mind going down here, because I know I'm gonna respawn and I'm gonna have the shield, and I'm also gonna be able to yeah, have all 3 of my attacks and just deal so much damage. And unfortunately we didn't get any balls for the next round, so you can see they're probably gonna be able to get the next round here, since they're starting with a 2-ball lead. But as long as we're just able to grab some of the balls at least, then we will have a ball lead for the last round. And then if we get another good defense, then we can most likely just finish in 1 push. Especially since on the last siege, it's the most ball you have, and for the most time you will even get up to like 10 siege balls, and you can yeah, get an extra strong robot, so that's really good. And you can see before it even entered into our save, it was below half HP, and again, like, they're not able to deal that much damage against us, because we are tanking for the robot, so the robot will not walk all the way into our save, and they don't have any brawler to really jump on our save. So yeah, you can see with our bully from before, even though they have a good combo to grab the balls because they have control, like we're still able to get this last robot right here because we have a bully from the last round. So now we unfortunately don't get a strong robot, but still we are, like, I'm alive, I have my super, I know it. Unfortunately Twisty and Sky went down, but God is being distracted by me, and that means only 2 of them are shooting for the robot, and not brawls that deal so much damage. Sky, Twisty coming in, and it's just way too much for them, and we're able to deal way more damage than they did, even though they had 2 attacks. So that was really good game right there by us, I think. And let's jump to the next set. Okay, so for Bounty, the set in Bounty was Snake Prairie. So you can see both teams going with Bow, and yeah, it's actually a complete mirror matchup because Shelly was not banned. I don't think I mentioned actually, but there is bans in this. So we banned Jean, and it's global ban, so that means we cannot play Jean and they cannot play Jean, and also it means like it's for all the sets throughout the entire game, and they banned Daryl. So we got the first lead, but then we went down because they sneaked up on us, and now you can see the map is starting to get destroyed, and we are gonna have to go aggressive. So of course you never in Bounty want to get behind to begin with, because if you have to go aggressive, the other team just have a much easier time to get you when you're trying to push forward. So we are luckily able to get a draw out here, and we just falling back. So at this point right here, we know it's gonna be, you know, a pretty stale match. None of the teams, they really wanna risk anything, and yeah, I see that there's some destroyed, so I decide to sneak up. I can see the Shelly cannot see me. I go for some shots, I place down my mines to destroy the bush for them, and you know, obviously we prefer a draw or a lose, but of course if we can get a win, then that would be best. So I go very aggressive, But also, I see the Piper sneaking up, and Piper got longer range than me, so just gonna have to fall back here. And at this point, both teams, they pretty much know that it's gonna be a draw. So I'm just gonna go here to the next match. Okay, so jumping into the same game again, like this time, like none of the teams decided to change anything up. It's just the same again. And yeah, all of us go to the same side this time because we want to go together so that they cannot sneak up on us. Curse coming in from the side, and we knew he was coming up. Twisty getting a nice kill. So even though they got the middle star, we're still having the lead. So we just have to go aggressive. Skark's going very low, but yeah, Twisty destroying some of the bush, so we can just start to really make this, like, make our safe spot so that they cannot sneak up on us. Unfortunately, Twisty going down, but it's fine because we're able to get a kill anyways. And yeah, we are like, at this point we know still they can come off from both sides, and it's still not that great for us. But we do have the lead, and that's why we're just playing very defensive. And I'm going right here. You can see we know there's mines in the left side, so I'm going to the right side because I know that I can see if they sneak up. Unfortunately, though, I didn't see him in time, so I went down, and yeah, like I thought it was pretty rip, but then Skyke's getting a really nice shot. And again, we're looking very solid, and yeah, they are going to have going out in the open, and it's a much easier shot for us to hit rather than like staying back in the bush. Then they cannot see us. Twisty going aggressive, but unfortunately he's getting pegged, and with 30 seconds left, you can see I'm going for Curse, but unfortunately not getting him. And now for the last 20 seconds we have to go aggressive, so it's such a big rip. And when they're in the bush, you can see Skykes, he's going down, God getting a kill also. So very unfortunate, but you can see how important it is to be in the lead and just play defensive, play secure all the time. And when you have the lead, there's no reason to risk it. And yeah, 1-0 for them, and let's jump to the next game.
Swing.
With Bo, one thing that I'm trying to take advantage of is I can go close to them, I can see them, and then not shoot at them right away. Because if I shoot at them right away, they will be able to see me, and if they're able to see me, that's not really an advantage to have the vision. And unfortunately we're going down here, and going aggressive with this long range combo is just really bad. And even though we're in the lead in the beginning, it's just they're able to get so much pressure from us because the penny, or I mean the Shelly can push down and just stand behind the wall. And Twisty going up, getting a kill, and almost putting us in a good position, honestly, because the map is very open now. But unfortunately, the Piper was able to get him. So again, you know, we have to be out in the open. They can hit easy shots. They have the lead. We just have to get Casey actually, but you know, he can just chill back, and there's no way he's gonna go down. And honestly, I think the biggest mistake here was like just switching Brock was not a good idea. And then, you know, maybe we could have just peek shoot more and stayed more defensive, but it's just very difficult for us in that matchup. So that's gonna be the bounty set. So let's jump to the next set. Okay, so for the next one, it's gem grab. And we're playing on Deathcap Cave, and you can see they're going with Spike, and we're going with Barley. So Barley's definitely a really solid pick against Spike. And also we have Shelly against Primo, so this matchup is definitely looking solid for us. And I'm going with Pogo, although I don't usually play Pogo. But yeah, unfortunately, Twisty getting double teamed. But yeah, I was able to grab 2 gems in the beginning, so still like a fine beginning. We're just building up supers, and you know, once Shelly get her super, once she get a band-aid, then she's able to dominate. The Spike also easy for Pogo to take out. Will a Barley for Pogo to take out is not that easy because he can hide behind a wall. And really nice job by Twisty here, pushing the Barley all the way down. I mean the Pogo, of course, pushing the Pogo all the way down with the gem. So now that we got the 4 extra stars, we are not that far behind. We know we have the 3 gems sitting in the back. We decide not to take the 3 gems in the back because we know that we can just grab them later, and if we die they are still gonna be back. And with me and the Shelly having gems, it's not the best, but with Shelly Band-Aid we know it's fine. And also I'm gonna respawn inside of all the gems, and yeah, again they're still, it's gonna take them a long time to be able to get 10 gems and stop the countdown. So as long as we just make sure to stay alive, and yeah, don't let them jump away with all the gems, then we should be fine. Unfortunately, again, I'm going down and Curse able to get all the gems. Twisty clutch spawning, and this time he just decides to fall back and hide in a bush, which is really smart, so they have to look for him first before they can find him. And yeah, of course, with us without so many gems, we are going to go a little bit in their faces and go aggressive, but that's the first gem grab set to us, so GG right there. And yeah, very nice. Okay, so for the next game in gem grab, you can see we're actually changing it up a little bit, because we thought they were gonna change it up as well. They did change El Primo to Nita, and Nita is a good against Shelly, so that was a good pick by them. We also thought they would change the Spike, but of course with Terra, Skyx is just really good on Terra, so once he gets the super, he's able to win basically any matchup. But in the beginning, always it's gonna be tough, but Twisted just doing a really good job. Of course, synergizing well together with Pogo, it's gonna be very nice for us, because Pogo, he can shoot through people, and that's really nice when you're dealing with Nita, so you can shoot through the bear. And yeah, like Pogo is able to deal a surprisingly high amount of damage with his new star power, so that's why you know, both teams are going with Pogo here. Well, first of all, Genius Band, you have to keep that in mind. Second of all, Pogo is just very strong, and you can see I'm going a little bit aggressive to get the gems sometimes, but that's because I know the god, like on Pogo, he cannot kill me, so I might as well get him and just make sure to get away, and don't risk too much, of course, but only like one more gem. There's no reason to go up and risk that much now. And I know Twisty is coming up, I know Skyx will come up also, and yeah, of course it's a little bit rip when they have both the sides, but also with my heal it should be fine. And yeah, like obviously it's pretty annoying when we are only one gem away, and they are like catching up right here. Curse doing a very nice play, so tricking Skyrix, but now we have all the gems in our spawn, and that's actually really good for us. That's something that I'm gonna take advantage of by just you know, ignoring the gems, getting up, getting a gem. There's no risk in it. If I died, we wouldn't lose anything. So now I have one gem, I can grab the 9 others, and now we have countdown. Also Skag's going up doing a really nice play, because you know they see we have 10, and I think he tried to go for play or something, but honestly, like they could have like gotten countdown as well. But very nice play by Skag's, and yeah, 15 gems. There's no way they can do it, and that's GG. Not just for the gem grab set, but for the game, because now we have 3 sets. So GG's against Haugoin, I think. Was some pretty good matches, and that was the first set we lost in the tie game in Snake Prairie. So yeah, let's jump to the finals against Nova Esports. Okay guys, so jumping into the finals, you can see Nova Esports, the first set going in on Bounty, and we're going on Shooting Star, which is a very open map, so both teams going with a long range brawler and take mid. And I think that's the strongest combo. You could go Mortis to go mid and go against the Tick, but it's very risky, and when the Tick get a super, it's just a really tough matchup. So yeah, we are on top of the map. You can see we are Team Red, and we are able to get the first star and push back Me on the left side, you can see I'm just going very defensive. I'm waiting for him to go up in the open, so that I can get some easy shots on him. I have no reason to push up whatsoever. I can just stay back, wait for the spin to come, and eventually I get my super, and I can just yeah, most likely get him very easily, but we don't even need to get him because we already have the first star. And yeah, and on the other side you can see Sky also just going defensive, peek shooting from that wall right there. They switch side, but still it's just the same. Like I can just stay defensive. I don't need to go aggressive, especially not against the Piper, because she can two-shot me from long range and I still have to hit her 3 times. So that's also one thing that's good for Skyrix in his matchup, as long as he's not too close to him. So very like a game where not really a lot happens. They did break our middle wall, but you can see it doesn't just open up for them, it's also open up for me. So I'm able to get a kill right there, and yeah, just you know, a little amount of time left. We are just falling back now, 10 seconds left. Sky getting another kill. They have to push up, so they're just gonna go down. So Cerulean going down as well, very nice for us. Sky getting another kill, and that game was pretty rough for them. They had to go aggressive, obviously, because we got the first star, and just making sure not to go too aggressive and dying, then you should be fine. And like if I went aggressive and we just hit some shots on each other without dying, I would still give them my super, and that means they would be able to push up. So let's go to the next game. Okay, so the next set is double swoosh. So this is a gem grab map, and yeah, you can see we're going Bibi, both teams going Pogo, we're having Rosa. So you can see I'm just standing right there. I'm not doing anything. I'm just letting him waste all his shots. He's just trying to find me in the bush, and he cannot find me. I see him shoot for Pogo, so it's my time to push down now, because obviously as long as he shoots in my bush, he's wasting all of his attacks. I'm distracting him. It's a good position for us to be in because Twisty is able to get the gem, so I have no reason to push up because we're in a good position. He's just wasting his shots to find me, and if he starts shooting for Twisty, obviously that's not good, and then I have to push down. They switch sides. Again, I can do the same. Terra got a very slow reload speed, so as long as I can just stay back, like I have no reason to go up and shoot her at all, unless she tries, for example, to sneak up on me. I managed to get the kill, went down as well, so that's a rip. Twisty though, you can see he got the first 7, so that's really good. Skyrix and voice chat having a hard time against the spike, so we're switching sides. And again, like obviously I don't have a long range, but yeah, as long as I just can stay in the bush without getting hit and he's have to waste his shots, then I can sneak up on him. I mean, a little bit lucky right there to not get hit by the curveball, because it's a little bit RNG, I feel like. But yeah, right here, I'm just hiding in the bush so I can knock them back right away, so there's more time to fall back. But obviously this is looking very solid for us, and yeah, it's basically GG right here. And I feel like it was a very solid comp we had, but yeah, we also know that now they know our combo, so we expect them to switch obviously. But yeah, let's just jump into the next game. Okay, so for the next game, you can see we changed a combo. We don't have a tank now anymore, and I'm going again onto the side in the bush. They have Rosa now. The problem is for Skyrix to go on that side. There's Ben, he can just hide in the bush, and Sky have to waste shots to find him. And Spen, he can just go AFK. Twisty going down, that's really unfortunate, because even though we have the side, Tom, he was able to get the first 3 gems. But yeah, I'm just you know, chilling in the bush. Like Cyril, he's a little bit all over the place, but as soon as Sky get a super, he should be fine. The only problem is right here, Cyril, he already have the bush, and it will be very hard for Sky to get it. And yeah, like he got the super, he can just pop his super, and you can see Cerulean using his super and Sky going down even though he used the super. Also, I went aggressive on my side, able to get it because of the Poco heal, but like yeah, some of the bush got destroyed, some of the wall got destroyed, and yeah, they were able to get all the gems still because of the Terra super, and BB don't have the same like scaffing onto the Poco. So I'm going all the way back. They don't know, but I want to help Sky get his side back. Unfortunately, like looking back at this, I don't think it was a good play. I think I should have stayed in the other side. I don't know if Sky could have gotten it, but you can see right here, definitely not going out in the middle. It's a really bad play right here. But I thought I could maybe get Tom pushed back to our side. Obviously not having enough HP. Twisty not healing in time, but I don't think it would have mattered. But like maybe I should have stayed in the other side and then just hope for Sky to get his side. Yeah, like pretty unfortunate beginning. I feel like Terra just putting a bigger pressure on Twisty so he cannot go down and grab the gems. So really unfortunate. And yeah, just Rosa being really good against against Terra and BB. Like I just went a little bit too aggressive with BB, I feel like. And let's jump to next game. Okay, so here for the third one in Gem Grab, we are again going with like a similar combo, just switching Terra with Rosa. And now I feel like Sky here has a good matchup, and also I can just stay back as long as the ruling he just knocks. But right here I go aggressive for no reason. Like honestly, it's just a really bad play. I had no reason to go aggressive right there. We were in a good position, and Skyrix also dominating his side. But now, of course, Twisty he cannot help Skyrix that much, and you really need just Sky to help. Like getting back my side here, really nice. But Sky also getting taken out because he was alone for just too long time. And a pretty even beginning. Cerulean got his super right here, and I want him to waste his time in my side, but also I should not go aggressive for no reason. So Skyrix also going very aggressive again. I don't know if he had to be that aggressive, but at least you have to stay in the bush. They also changed side, and Spen he got his super, and yeah, like I know he was going to go for the super right there, so I went in, unfortunately not getting him. That was very close, I feel like, and could have mattered a lot. But yeah, they have 7, we have 5. But of course we have the control for the most of the time. And right here, all of them are getting low and being pushed back. So all of us going aggressive. They are, like all of them are in the corner, but with Tom, the heal, they're able to stay alive. And Sky going down. And now they're all coming back up. And yeah, I feel like I should just again just stay a little bit more defensive. But yeah, you can see I'm going back here. Spen wasting more shots. I don't have to go aggressive again here because Spen doesn't even have his super, so Twisty don't have to worry about super from Spen. I'm going aggressive here again. I could just have stayed back right here, but going in to try to grab the gem, not getting it. So like it was not very good to go aggressive for the gem right there. And they even have it, but Skyrix doing a very OP play right here, going in, like pushing just the fact that he pushed them both back is really OP, and you can see Twisty having 10 gems. I'm in that bush ready to push them back. There's another gem Twisty he can grab, and yeah, he's gonna grab it. I'm just trying to stay up to try to keep them back from Twisty as much as possible, but unfortunately the Rosa was able to grab one. Twisty getting another one, and we're getting countdown again, but of course they can still just come back. But Sky doing a very good play, but he's going down to the pool. I got one now, so there's no way they can come back. And you can see they don't have super, but then Spenny got his super, and then Poco got his super, and unfortunately right here they're able to get away with the gem. I feel like they got a little bit lucky right here, but maybe we just got a little bit too aggressive on the gem there in the last moment. So I was sitting at 12 gems, but of course they have 15 and there's only 29 gems in the game. So really unfortunate after dominating the first game and then losing the 2 ones. But I feel like BB was not the best pick because BB cannot put that much pressure on the gem carrier. But Rosa definitely really strong, and especially with Poco. And I just went a little bit too aggressive with BB instead of playing passive and just knocking them out of the bush. But yeah, GG right there, very well played. Let's jump to the next set. Okay, so I still think it's important to keep in mind that the banned brawlers is Shelly, and also we banned Jean. So of course we know that when there's gonna be no Shelly, it's gonna be really good with tanks. So we're running double tank BB, and the reason we're going BB is because if I can get my super, I can bounce it in, then it's really strong. Cerulean, you can see he's going up, but also we are 2 people on the save. I don't think Rico was that great of a pick. It's 2-shot for me, but of course can be really annoying to deal with for tanks. But you can see having 2 people on the offensive is really nice, and I'm able to kill Cerulean. So I'm just going back up and you know, trying to distract them to get a Primo back up. Twisty, Skarx is also up. So all of them just being on the defensive. And like Cerulean did manage to get a lot of damage by himself, and we didn't manage to get as much damage because they still had 2 people defending. So we couldn't shoot on the save all the time. But I still think it's much better for us. Also because we can, when we defend with shield, it's gonna be very tough for them. And you can see again just ignoring Cerulean. And since it's already so low for them, and like Cerulean, he nearly just have to fall back and defend. Unfortunately not getting it though, but still Cerulean not able to get it when we are gonna respawn into the save all the time. Yeah, all of us jumping up, coming up again, and it's gonna be game. You can see how low ours was, but I think they did a very good job on defense. But yeah, like still a better comp for us because they had Rico. That's just like what I think, and you can see we also won. But yeah, let's jump into the next game. You can see both teams going for the same combo once again, and yeah, again we're just trying to get past them. Tom going with BB. This time I decide to go to the middle. Just go for Span. I can 2-shot him. Cerulean, he's also just getting back down, and it's again a save. Just a run for who can destroy it fast. Span getting me. Skark still alive though, and he's gonna be able to distract Tom for a little bit. And Twisty is also having super. He's using it for Cerulean, but he's able to get it back again. Going for Tom as well. The speed is just so good, so he don't even have to like aim directly on top of him. He can just walk to him. And now all of them are on defense and we are on aggressive. And yeah, Cerulean though getting super, but what I think is they have like Rico to defend, but like for example having a bull is much better for defense and also for offense. So yeah, again they have deal a little bit more damage, and that's a little bit worrying for us. Like very close actually, much more close than we would like it to be. But yeah, they did a very good job on defending. I think it's interesting if it could possibly be better, but again you can see just going up all the time. Like when you die you can defense, getting your super and then going up. It's just a really solid strategy. And even with so little HP, like you just need 1 HP on your save, and if you destroy it, you're gonna win. So Twisty jumping in, very nice. Like El Primo in general, just being able to jump on people, get a super back is just very strong right now. So I think definitely we had a very solid comp right there. and that was set for Heist, so now it's 2-1 in set, so still like a pretty close game, even though we won 2-0. But yeah, let's jump to the next set.
You really have to,
Okay, so the next set is Brawl. One thing you have to keep in mind though is like it's very late here. We have been playing for like 11 hours, and for example, like both of these teams are going to the next phase, so we basically are only playing for 300 euros in total, so it's not like, it's just not something we prepared for example. But yeah, obviously, yeah, both going in for pretty similar combos here. Only difference is Spike with curveball. Personally, I don't like playing Spike that much just because of his like curveball. I just really don't like curveball. It's just a little bit random, but obviously works very well and annoying to go against. So this like a little disclaimer, like it's not very good game, I think, for us at least. I think this is my first time playing the map, but yeah, you can see he was able to walk it in right there, so that's really unfortunate because Twisty and Skykes, they just respawned and were like inside of the goal sort of, and he walked around the wall, and that was a really bad play by me to letting him do that. But yeah, I'm just thinking that we need to wait for the wall to be destroyed. I see a play here, but so close, but unfortunately not going in. That really sucked. I feel like that should have went in, or could have went in at least. But yeah, I'm going in again. Just being one goal behind is of course really annoying for Brawl, especially with only 40 seconds left, and we still haven't opened the wall. And yeah, Skykes unfortunately like missing the pull right there, and you can see right there IO went down as well. Just yeah, not very good play right there. But yeah, they having one goal and there's 25 seconds left, and you can see, yeah, he's able to walk it in here, and not a very good game for Brawl for us. Although we did start off very well and almost scoring, and then we just made some bad plays. Okay,
it's even
so
that much more
going in here, we switched out Carl instead of Pogo. I don't know if that was so great, but Carl, he can bounce to wall and deal a lot of damage, so for example they will have a harder time coming in. Again, I walked around the wall here to begin with, and a really bad play, and I don't know how I didn't learn that from the last game, but you can see I didn't have any help that game at all, especially since with BB I have to be able to knock them away so they cannot do those plays. But yeah, now here I'm trying to be a little bit more careful, just waiting a little bit, not walking around the wall. And he got the ball, so I am going in on him. He's going down, I'm going down because of Pogo. They like changed combo, so they basically play with our first combo. But yeah, I think our first combo is also really good. And I don't know if it was better with Carl, but like Twisted doing a very nice play right there. Cerulean going down again. Now Skykes got his super, Spen got his super, so of course it's gonna be hard to score when there's a Terra that got a super. Spen doing a pull, but he's going down as well, so not gonna be able to get anything of that. But still, we need something to destroy the wall. Skykes right there, maybe could have scored, but yeah, like just yeah, pretty rip. Definitely a lot easier to score when you have opened up the walls, so we should, I think, personally have played, for example, with Primo, someone that could have destroyed more of the walls. That would have been much better for us, but generally just a lot of small mistakes for us, because when you don't know exactly what to do in the game, and we don't exactly know what combo is the best for this map, then it's gonna be much harder for us. And now there's only 40 seconds left. That was kind of ripped, but you know, already one goal behind. And with Pogo, he can also heal up. And so I'm just waiting to get my knocker so I can knock him away. And Sky got a super as well. Saved by Twisty, but we only have 24 seconds, and they're having such a big pressure, and they're gonna be able to get it. So really embarrassing Brawl, I feel like. but it's also like one of the brand new maps that we haven't had time to prepare, since it was only like announced so short time ago. So I think that was pretty ripped, and especially also since I feel like we choked the gem grab after starting out good. So now it's 2-2, so it's gonna be really interesting here in Siege. Usually I think though, like Siege is one of our good modes, but definitely Brawl Ball and Gem Grab is our best game mode, so that's like really surprising that we lost these twos. But yeah, you guys already know we won, so you already know we're going to win the Siege. But let's jump into the last set, Siege. Okay, so jumping into Siege, this is the one Siege map that is different from all the others, but we still decide to go with like the same combo, just because it's so strong. Even Barley without the maps is strong. Tom, unfortunately not going down, really annoying right there, because yeah, that means they're able to get a ball, basically meaning that it's gonna be a tie, and that just sucks a lot, because it's just, with a tie, it's not gonna be good for us. If we get the first one, we need to finish it, or they're gonna be able to get the last one, and then it's basically gonna be ripped. So looks like we will be able to get here the first one. We do have a good combo, but all of us still have to stay alive. And with Spike, Spike is just really annoying for me to go against mid. It's basically annoying for all of us to go against mid, except it's annoying for all of us to go against except for Barley. But Barley, he cannot go mid when there's no walls, of course. So pretty dominating, but still they're able to get some bolts. Like they're able to just go in, grab the bolts and get away. So they are actually already at 9. I did get one, and we're gonna be able to get this one. So 10-9, and we got it. And unfortunately, Sky went down. You can see Twisty with Bali also just coming up now. I'm destroying the middle so that the boss will go for the middle, getting off my free shots, and then Twisty able to get some shots in. But you can see Cyril jumping for him, a really good defense for them. So we know we're gonna have to deal with a level 10 robot. There's no way we can get the last robot, so we don't want him to get 20, but that's obviously gonna be basically impossible to get. So we know we just have to get like 1 kill, and then we have to just try to beat the robot as hard as we can, and then we're gonna be able to get it. So yeah, you can see Cerulean going very far down. I was pretty sure I didn't get him, and I maybe thought about going with my super. Maybe we could finish it, but it's better to go for the robot instead of risking going in, because obviously one guy is gonna try to defend, and only having 2 people to go aggressive on the robot is not so good. But just one guy at a time coming in with shield to tank for it is really good. And right here, it's game. We are able to defend, so really well defend. This combo is so great at defense, so that's why I like it so much. So let's jump to the next game. Okay, so now you can see we're choosing the same combo. They are still going with Spike. They have BB Bull. So yeah, again they got one. Yeah, like in the beginning. This time we are able to get the first robot. So I'm very happy about that, and I'm feeling very comfortable about this game. And we just need this one, and then we can finish it. You can see though, Twisty getting pushed back, like nicely staying alive. And I have my super, so that's really nice. Spend going for me instead of the robot, so I'm going in, and then I die without being able to take it out. Luckily Twisty's still alive, so he's able to get a ton of damage. So and still staying alive. So well, I mean, not the best push. Obviously wanted to get around 50%, so that we will be able to get one more robot, and then we will be able to finish it. But still, with this combo we just need one next push and we can finish it. And you can see how close it is, because we actually had some from the last round as well. But you can see right here, the one thing that just could not happen is we let them come. Like, oh, well, I mean, okay, they got the robot here, but they also have free for the next round. So we like didn't get enough bullets for the round before, so we are giving them a chance to like come back in the game. And all of them not going aggressive on the push, all of them staying alive so they can get the robot. Really nice by them. I try to go in, 2 people going for me, and Twisty was dead because the ball is hiding. So we know right here this is not looking good. We know basically that this is going to be a loss. We are thinking if we can maybe go in, like we can super in. But yeah, we know that if they get 10, especially, it's gonna be impossible to defend for us without them getting at least some amount of damage. And I'm just ready to go right away for the boss. Skykes as well, but with the bull super he can just go in, and already right here they have more damage, and it's like, okay, GG, he destroyed the open wall, and just super rip that yeah, like that we weren't able to get up and get the last robot. We definitely should have just like did better with our first push, or just formed back or stayed alive. So really big rep, and now still letting them have a chance to come back. So let's jump to the last game of this series. Okay, so for the last game, you can see obviously we want to have the first robot. Skyrix not gonna be able to get it because of the spawns. The spawns in the beginning is so important. Does this BB spawn near the first bolt? And obviously right here, them getting the first 2, and then Ruin getting 1 more. Just, you know, super rip, and you know, it just sucks a lot that they're able to get the first robot. And yeah, I'm just gonna go directly for the robot again. We're trying to get as much damage as we can, and also I know I see Cerulean coming, so I want to shoot for him when he comes so he cannot get his shots off. He's down right away. Tom going in, but the boss is already so low since we were able to deal damage before. So a good defense in my opinion, only 25%. So yeah, like Spike, he didn't manage to get any hits on or anything like that. And you can see they're both going down, so it's a 3v1 situation, and Spen going down. So looking like we will get this robot, and maybe also some for the last round. So really happy how we're looking now since we're able to defend so well. And you can see 3-3 in the next round as well. So we know that either we can go in and we can deal a lot of damage, and if that's not possible, we just have to stay alive. I destroy the middle. We will need that for the last round anyways. Sky getting in. Look at the super going so that it will bounce up and back on the wall. Twisty going in, and it's 1 shot. So Twisty, you know, he can easily go in and shoot 1 shot on the save. So very nice play. Finishing 1 push. Very happy. Putting us as the winner of the first qualifier of the you know, Europe region. So that's very awesome after just a long day of playing. So of course qualifying both us and Nova, and we're gonna go to the regionals, and just super happy that we yeah, were able to get it in the first round and even winning. Yeah, like I'm not exactly sure what other teams are gonna qualify, but we'll definitely be looking at the games of the other qualifiers, and let me know if you want to make a video on the other qualifiers as well. I can do that, even though, you know, we cannot qualify ourselves again. But let me know if you enjoyed this type of video. This time, you know, I was just speaking over the gameplay on the screen, and you cannot see my face. Let me know if that worked out well. Yeah, just let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the games, I like, we only lost 3 sets in the game, and that's the ones I showed in the video because I think you can learn more from the games you lose. So yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you were a little bit confused, like the first game I showed, the first set was in the quarterfinals. I skipped the semifinals because we won the semifinals 6-0. Basically, like, we didn't lose a single map. And then in the finals, like, I think we started out very well, and then we almost choked the game, getting it very close. Obviously, really good place we're going up against, of course. But yeah, GG.